Would you consider eating oatmeal for lunch, maybe even dinner? What about yogurt for dinner? Marketers are working on ways to make these choices appetizing options far beyond breakfast. Here with the story is WSJ reporter Byron. Ellen, thanks so much for being with us. So oatmeal is already fairly popular, right?
Yeah, plenty of Americans already eat oatmeal.
But the problem is they eat it mostly for breakfast.
That's right.
And not many people are eating breakfast these days.
Exactly. And so not only that, but if you want to grow sales, how do you make people who are already eating oatmeal eat it more often?
So how are they marketing it exactly? Because to me, something sweet like oatmeal seems to scream certain times of the day.
Right. Well, people in the oatmeal business want you to think of oatmeal as a blank palette. Think of it as a rice or some other type of grain. Oats are a grain, and use it to put more savory toppings that you might normally associate with lunch or dinner.
For instance?
Well, there are recipes out there for oatmeal with feta, olives, Parmesan, truffle oil, and there's an oatmeal bar in New York that is offering over 80 toppings, and savory toppings are now about 1/3 of their sales.
Oh, and Quaker has sort of noticed this oatmeal bar, correct?
Yes, and they named its founder its creative oatmeal officer, a consulting role, and they have been promoting more recipes that also use these types of ingredients.
Because it's true that Americans do seem more open than ever to having breakfast at different times of the day, correct?
Yes, and McDonald's is certainly reaping the benefits of that. They're crediting their all-day breakfast as helping to fuel their own turnaround.
Right.
And there's evidence all over that consumers seem to almost be more agnostic about when they're eating foods that are usually associated with a certain time of day.
We Americans love our breakfasts, but we don't always love them at breakfast. We'll have them any time of the day. What about yogurt? How is yogurt trying to develop itself? Because it's already eaten by a record 80% of American households. Is that correct?
Yes. So if that many Americans are already eating yogurt every day and you need to grow sales, how do you do it? Well, you get them to eat it during other times of the day. And so you're starting to see spicy notes pop up in the yogurt aisle as well as more savory ones.
So are they really trying to market it as a main dish for dinner?
Well, as an ingredient that can go in main dishes at dinner, yes. But also there are tomato basil yogurts now. Phi just launched one.
And certainly there are some ethnic foods, some Indian foods that use yogurt as an ingredient for savory dishes.
Yeah,
correct?
You do find that this is more common in other parts of the world. And so in some ways, Americans are finally catching up to this trend.
So can yogurt then be part of your dinner and then also your dessert?
Yes, and General Mills is overhauling its Liberté line to actually make you think of it as this very indulgent ice cream replacement.
Well, I guess it's supposed to be healthier, right? Or do some yogurts have so much sugar and fat that the difference is negligible?
Well, they'll point to the ingredients being whole milk often.
Right.
There is this health halo over breakfast foods that tend to make people think that it's okay to indulge, even if there are extra sugars.
Right, that extra bowl of cereal right before you go to bed. I love that. No big deal, right?
Exactly.
Byron, thank you so much for that.